Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully everybody is doing a-okay. Welcome to the 5th live stream. 5 time. If you didn't understand that was a wrestling reference. Booker T shaking his head and everything. No, but bless up. Welcome to the 5th stream today. Levels to this game. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the streams today. So obviously we did one on DIAZ this morning, chilling. Just had breakfast. Thought, you know what? I'm going to go up to the room where the little one's going to the park. Do this, do that. Then we did a stream as soon as I got back. We got the Here We Go. After that stream, we went straight into doing the England stream, which our ladies won. Thank the Lord for that. And then I asked Reacts, yo, bro, do you fancy coming on a show, give your thoughts, so on and so forth. And now we're doing how Bayern Munich set up with LUCHO, i.e. Luis Diaz. So yeah, man, we could have pushed this for tomorrow, but why not do it tonight? You know what I mean? Why not do it tonight? And then as soon as we're done with this one, we got another show coming with Francesco, who's an AC Milan fan, and I'm bringing you the FCB X Rosanari show that we're going to be doing every single Sunday. Just for those as well. I did actually release a video of the TBV show today. I think it's got a bit lost in all of the streams, so I'm going to post that out or do a post about that in a bit. But yeah, without further ado, big up to everyone. Bless up, my brother. And yeah, man, let's get into how Bayern Munich set up with Mr. Lucho himself. So yeah, again, bless up to everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. And this is how Bayern Munich set up with Luis Diaz. So yeah, man, kick back, relax. We've got until 11:30, so just over 30 minutes, and then we'll be going into another show. So yeah, man, bless up to everyone. So yeah, again, this is how Bayern Munich set up with Luis Diaz, i.e. Lucho. So yeah, obviously he's Colombian, 28 years old. He's born on the 13th of January 1997. So obviously in January it's going to be his birthday. He'll be 29, but obviously we're going to have a good half of the season with him being 28, if that even matters. Height is 178 centimeters now. 178 centimeters in feet. He is 5'8", so he's not a ridiculously tall player. So yeah, there's that, if you care about that, obviously. His shirt number is 7. He obviously won't get that as of now with the fact that Serge Gnabry has it, but whatever. Obviously, he's a forward, and his preferred foot is his right foot, obviously being off the left. That normally makes sense. So again, then it goes on underneath to say Luis Diaz, 28-year-old, obviously was born in January 13th, 1997. Is 178 centimeters tall and plays for Liverpool. Luis Diaz prefer to play with his right foot. His jersey number is 7. Liverpool is playing the next match against that. It's obviously a friendly. If Luis Diaz is going to be in the lineup, it will be confirmed. If Luis Diaz plays, basically just said that you could follow his heat map and so on and so forth. Now, so his strengths is passing, his high pressing, long balls apparently, which I don't actually remember React saying that, but if he does, if putting the ball over the top is one thing, that's good, for Harry Kane, for instance, on transition. Same with Oliseh, maybe even Davies himself. You know what I mean? If Luis Diaz tracks back, which he does track back, by the way, then maybe we have him tracking back and then going from there and so on and so forth. So yeah, man. Bless up to Nico, bless up to JC Gamer, big up Detroit Rock City, bless up Hoodra, how are you? And yeah, bless up to everybody in here. If you haven't already, please do smash the likes and let's continue. So yeah, strengths are passing, high pressing, which will be good in encompassing the long balls over the top. Weaknesses, there's no outstanding weakness apparently. Maybe from Reacts did say that he goes through purple patches. That's not the reason that is purple on the screen. That was just an image that I used. Now, 15 appearances, started 15, 86 goals per minute. He was in the team of the week for a little bit as well. So I'm not really too sure off the top of my head what that is, but I just grabbed the stats. Now, here are some other stats as well. So Premier League wise, so for Liverpool, 50 matches played, 17 goals, 5 assists. Got an overall rating of 7.2. In the Premier League, he got a 7.2 as well, obviously. EFL Cup got a 6.85, and then in the Champions League got a 7.3 in there. He obviously got a goal in the EFL Cup, and he got a goal in the 3 goals, in the Champions League. He did play 1 game in the FA Cup, but he only played 9 minutes, didn't get really anything in it, 6.7. And then you can see his ratings. So obviously when he started in 2017, that's when it's gone from, he's doing good. There, he was there for 3 years. Then he was at Porto from 19-20 season. Got nine goals, 3 assists. He got 9 goals, 5 assists. Then he had that amazing season where he was playing for Liverpool and Sporting. What am I on about? Porto and then Liverpool. Got himself 22 goals and 9 in 51 matches played. Obviously, got a good rating there. Then obviously had the year where he got injured. So yeah, that's the reason that he, or was it the year before that? I'm not sure. Either way, he missed a lot of games, put it that way. And then obviously the season there, and then obviously the current season. So yeah, last season, or the season before last season, got 13 goals, 5 assists, not bad. And then this season in the league, got 13 goals, 5 assists, which again isn't bad. And then there you can obviously see, so the World Cup qualifier thing, 1-1 for his national team, which is Colombia versus Argentina. Got himself a goal and had an 8.1 rating in that game. And then you can see the rest of them. So he was on the bench against Chelsea. He scored against Tottenham, scored against West Ham, scored against Fulham, got an assist against Everton. So yeah, there are just some of them. I didn't want to put all of them in there. We don't have all day. You know what I mean? So yeah, but in general, there's that. Now, this is how we would set up for him. So the rest of these are going to be set up. And then we'll push on to some clips, which fingers crossed don't get me copyrighted. But yeah, so, this is how we would set up with him, with our best team. So our best team would be Neuer, Lima, Upamecano, Tar, Davies, Kimmich, Pavlovic, Olise, Musiala, Luis Diaz, and then Harry Kane. Obviously, things could change. We could buy a left back. We could buy a right back. We could buy another attacker. We don't know. But right now, as of right now, this would be our best team if everybody is fit. Obviously, Jamal Musiala is out with a serious injury. Same for Alphonso Davies. So, again, just to reiterate that in case some people don't understand. Now, how we would set up with him as a right winger, because he is versatile. So, again, we go back. He can play that left wing. That is where he's going to play. But let's say Olise is out and we need to put him on the right. This is how we could set up with him, for instance. So, again, similar, Neuer, Lima, Opa, Tar, Davies, Kimmich, Pavlovic, maybe Goretzka's in there, maybe Lima's playing somewhere else, whatever. Luis Diaz could play off of that side, Jamal Musiala in the cam, Kingsley Coman on that side, and then we could have Harry Kane up top. Now, he is versatile, so he could play with being a striker. So let's say he plays instead of Kane, which I don't think we will do, but he has played up front before for Liverpool. So again, exact same team, but this time with Coman on the left wing and him at striker. And then actually, you could switch it, swap and change with him and Gnabry, basically. So yeah, there's that. Then Vincent Kompany was thinking of going with a 4-1-4-1. So if Vincent Kompany does go with a 4-1-4-1, then we definitely could do that. I don't like the 4-1-4-1 just in the fact that it's way too attacking and Kimmich isn't a 6 in my personal opinion. But this is how we could set up with Kimmich being the lone 6, then Olise on the right, Lucho on the left-hand side, Musiala and Xavi Simons if we were to buy him with Harry Kane up top. Very attacking. This is what we were planning on doing with Wirtz. I don't know who was going to be on the left. I think it was going to be Coman. So yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do that if we were to get Xavi Simons as well. Then obviously same with Nkunku. Again, Nkunku here probably would be a second striker. Again, we're going to go back on all of these and I'm going to explain a little bit more, but whatever. Then we got Vodamade again. If we were to do this, we could go with this 100%. We could also go with a 4-2-2. I don't think he will go with a 4-4-2. I don't see that happening. But just in case, in case he does, this is what we could go with, So you'd have Jamal Musiala on the left hand side with Kimmich and Pavlo. Then you have Olise, obviously, in on the right-hand side, and then you go with Kane and Luis Diaz up front. I don't think we go with that, but you could. You know what I mean? It's a possibility. It's basically what I'm saying. Now, again, if we're going to go with a 4-3-3, for instance, maybe in a couple of games we will. You know, we could go with this with the back four being the same. Then we got Musiala on the left-hand side of the three, Kimmich and Pavlo in there, like so. Maybe you could switch those two, but whatever. And then you could have Luis Diaz up top, Kane, and then Olasey. And then the same thing here, but with Lucho obviously on the right-hand side instead of Olasey. And then again, you could switch it with it being Musiala there, or Musiala could go back in the midfield and put Koeman up top, or you could even take Kane out and put Luis Diaz as striker. Again, I don't think we do that. Just so everybody knows, I don't think we do that. But this will be the main one. This one here will be the main one. So yeah, like for me personally, I think this is the one. I think this is the one we go with. And yeah, that definitely could be an option as well, bro. That definitely could be an option with the 4-4-2. Have Musiala and Kimmich in the two, and then go with Luis Diaz on the left, Olasey on the right, Rodamé up top next to Harry Kane. That definitely could happen as well, bro. So yeah, man, a South American at Bayern is rare. Yeah, the last Colombian we've had was James Rodriguez. So with this one here, so obviously if Davies pushes up, you know, these two here, it's going to be very interesting to see if they link up. I remember when we had what's his name, Perisic linked up perfectly with Alfonso. I'm hoping the fact that they both got ridiculous speed, they are going to be able to link up together. That is the hope. To be 100% honest, that's what I think we're gonna do. If I'm being, you know, 100% real with you. But yeah, like let's see what happens. Though. Let's see what happens, of course. But yeah, that is the main 11 I think we go with. I don't think Company goes to any of the other formations, but just in case he does, you know, obviously we need to talk about, you know, in case he does go with those other formations. But yeah, this is personally how I think we will set up with him. Let's go through some comments quickly. I'm really excited to have Luis Diaz on the team, honestly. Yep, there we go. Something positive after the Musiala incident. 100%, I agree with you. Diaz could have 2 solid years. Yep, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. What about with our injuries? Yeah, obviously, if you take our injuries into account, then you obviously have to straight away take Davies and Musiala out. I don't know who they're going to get yet. I'm guessing it's probably going to be Watermaid in where Musiala is, and then maybe we go with Stanny. I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, there's that. What's going on with the Watermaid deal at the moment, bro? They haven't put in another bid. I don't think they will. The reason I don't think they will is because of they put 45 million plus 5 to put at 50 million, and then they went 50 million plus 5 add-ons. So yeah, man. That's personally how I see it. Who replaces Musiala for you until he returns from his injury? Watermaid. But we have to get him. I don't understand why they're not keeping Paul Vanna. To be honest with you, I'm not saying he's the level or anything like that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not. But at the same time, I don't know why they're not even trying to have him. You know what I mean? I think that's a bit weird, personally. And it's a bit weird. But again, just to reiterate it, this is basically how we set up. Like the main formation. Again, this is how we set up with him on the right wing in that formation, as a striker in that formation. You know, as a striker again, but with Gnabry instead of Koeman. You know, the 4-1-4-1 that we were apparently going to go with, him being on that left-hand side, with Xavi Simons being in there, 2 cams, Olasey on the other side. Same team, but with Nkunku. Same team, but with Watermaid. We could also go with a 4-4-2. Instead, move Pavlovic out of the team, put Musiala where Pavlovic is, put Luis Diaz where Musiala is, and then have Watermaid up there. We could also do that. We could do that. And then a 4-3-3 is a left winger, right winger with Koeman, and then a striker. So, yeah, that's personally how I see Bayern Munich setting up, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So, yeah, man. Now, some clips. Again, fingers crossed that I don't get copyrighted for showing you these. But not playing volume, I could tell you that straight away. So, yeah, man. Obviously, Jaime Asamir are the ones that are, retweeting these, but he seems like a good player from what I've seen. So, like, even for Colombia, like, he's very tricky, knows how to put the ball in. Again, goes past the player, taps it in. I think that there, what you've just seen there, here, bear with me, sorry. The goal after this, the one with Liverpool, I think it's Jota, rest in peace to him. No, Jota doesn't touch it. That there from Olasey, that being, instead of being that from Salah there, that pass there, and then it goes straight through across the goal. I definitely could see that happening for Bayern as well, without a doubt. This one, again, I can see Olasey or Lima or Kimmich whipping in a ball like this and him getting on that as well. I can see that right now. I really, really can. So, yeah, there's another one we could see. Obviously, there's him celebrating again. Then, him one-on-one, scoring a goal, good goal. Him cutting inside or passing it. I mean? This is another major factor with getting Luis DIAZ. And this ain't no knock on anybody else, but he's not selfish. Here, he could cut in here, bang it. Maybe score, maybe miss, but instead what does he do? Passes the ball. And instead of that being Szoboszlai, that could be Kane. You know what I mean? Here's him for Colombia going through the players like so. And again, we need someone that can do that. You know what I mean? We really, really do. And we have for a long time needed someone that is available to have these good moments. You know what I mean? Again, definitely a good point. We could have Vodamade on the corners. Definitely could. Like this is mega when it comes to it. When you actually deep it and you take away, maybe we could have got this guy, maybe we could have got that guy, so on and so forth. This is really, really, really good deal. It really is. Not price wise, but like the player, I mean. So again, look, touches the ball down and scores. You know what I mean? And again, he's going to be playing with Musiala, hopefully at some point. He's going to be playing with Davies at some point. He's going to be playing with Olasey. We know what Olasey's like. Olasey in itself is a very down-to-earth person, doesn't speak a lot, puts his feet on the pitch and shows on the pitch, you know what I mean? So, again, scoring a good goal, you know what I mean? The fact that he scored a no-look goal there is actually disgusting. I believe that one was against Tottenham. This one's West Ham, I believe. Again, there's some good goals, and this is what we need. You know what I mean? Man said Sane does it all, this guy. We were in dire need of some finishers too. Yes, facts. DIAZ is far better than the wingers we signed, apart from Olasey. There we are. Yeah. What do you think about the deal, honestly? Are you happy? Are you hyped? I'm hyped. Yeah, of course I'm hyped, bro. We got a new player. You know what I mean? We got a new player, bro. That's generally all I can really think of. We have a new player. A player that Olasey can connect with either side. You know what I mean? A player that maybe Harry Kane does drop deep, but instead he whips the ball over to Olasey. Maybe he whips the ball over to LUCHO instead. You know what I mean? So, no, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. Again, look at that pass. Like, not fantastic. It's not a pass like what Messi or Xavi or Iniesta or freaking Pirlo or whoever, pass master, Thiago, whatever. But it's a pass through that maybe could get a goal to Olasey, maybe could get a goal to Musiala when he's back from injury. Maybe that could go to Harry Kane and he scores. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. The purple patch thing, we're going to have to deal with if that happens. But fingers crossed, company allows him to be free. Fingers crossed, company wanted him in the fucking first place. And then we can go there and we can do what we need to do. You know what I mean? That's personally how I see it. I've just noticed as well that I'm in the other stream and Francisco's listening to every word I'm saying. Let me mute my mic. My bad, brother. So yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to put my bad brother. Won't be long, my G. This guy's laughing at me. So yeah, we need company to allow him to be free. You know what I mean? Julian, bro, where are you now? I told you this lad was our second best winger, and you never listened. Hey, you still got Cody Gakpo, bro. You think Rashford's better? Just saying. Good. Finally, someone I only read hate and disgust from other Bayern fans, which made me upset. Yeah, you know what fans are like, bro. You know, fans throw their toys out of the pram, bro, when they don't get what they want. You know what I mean? You know, you kind of seen that with me when I didn't get Vert. You know what I mean? We're all human at the end of the day. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really freaking excited to go and watch him. You know what I mean? Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to watch him train. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, he'll be playing against Tottenham in the friendly, and I get to watch him. So yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. You should have taken Gakpo instead and left us. Yeah, hold that, fraud. Hold that. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, let's continue. So yeah, look at them. Yeah, a little tricky trick. Obviously, he's very skillful, obviously. So I am expecting in certain games him to pull out some mad shit. But yeah, again, look, in front of the player obviously lunges in way too quick. The goalkeeper's not ready, and he just tucks it in. That's all we need. I don't care about you scoring volleys from freaking a million yards out, or you know, doing a Messi and going around every player or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean? No, 100%. Showboating don't always get it done. I agree with you. I do agree with you. What's this? You're the one who kept saying Gakpo is better than Rashford, not me. This guy, Liverpool are scum to do with. Yeah. Personally speaking, what do you think, Catalan, of this deal as a whole? I.e., I mean, because I know you wanted DIAZ. Like, what do you think? Like, take away the fact that you got Rashford, take away the fact that you didn't get this deal and you didn't get Nico and whatever else. Like, what do you actually think of the player? Because even our transfer itself is a bit mad, money-wise. But whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, what do you think, bro? I'll read your comment in a sec. So again, this is what I want to see. Look at it, ball over the top. Now, I don't know if we're going to get a ball over like that. Maybe Kimmich could do something like that. Obviously, Trent's really fucking good with stuff like that. But like a ball over the top like that, he's obviously beating his man, so on and so forth. Headers it in. You know what I mean? Doesn't just score with his feet. Scores with other, you know, just scores with his head, so on. You know what I mean? It is Harry Kane's birthday. Yeah, that just popped up. So again, the ball whips in, headers it perfectly. You know what I mean? Again, first time there, gets the ball. But this is the point. Like, these sneaky goals is what we need. To be honest with you, this is what we need. So, you know, and again, tucks in perfectly there. I do wonder maybe if he spoke to James, because obviously James played for us. So I do wonder maybe if he spoke to James. But yeah, man. Bless up to everyone. He has a very good. Yeah, 100%. Bro, you man got a very good deal from us. How can you get this guy for less money than Hugo wine gums at TK? Man said wine gums. Right. They legit mad happy. Getting blessed with a massa is enough for them. Yeah, true. But no, I'm with you. Where the fuck is this tab gone? Right, let's watch the rest of this and then we'll get out of here. Again, scrappy goal, but a good goal. Cuts inside. Passes it inside. Passes to Harry Kane. Harry Kane scores. You know what I mean? Again, gets the ball there, scores. You know what I mean? This is the only thing I really care about is goal involvement. Don't really care about anything else if I'm being 100%. I really don't. So, yeah, man, I'm happy. We got a player. That's all I really care about. Let's see what company does with him. Hopefully we get rid of Polina. Hopefully we get rid of Sacha Bowie. Hopefully we get Vodamade in. Maybe in Kunku in. It'd be amazing to get Stiller, but I don't think that happens. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to redirect to the other stream. And I'm going to go live with Francesco. He is already in here, so he may as well go live a little bit earlier. So yeah, man, bless up to everyone again. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. Yeah, cool. 75 million with 70 million with 5 million in add-ons, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I could speak so negatively about the deal, but what's the point? We got the player. That's all I really care about. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, bless up to everyone. I do hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to raid my own stream. I'm going to go live here. So, yeah, man, bless up. And hopefully we don't get copyright striked. But yeah, I'll see you on there in a couple of minutes. Yes, I'm here.